Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. Today I am going to be doing the A5 setup. Woohoo! And before I get started, this planner is the Marion Smith Heart of Gold planner. And I think it's like they're no longer available, but you can find them on eBay or whatever, maybe Amazon. I don't think she has a website anymore. So let's jump into it. This is my setup for my A5 at-home planner. So of course I make my pocket cute. A lot of the things that come in the kits, I don't get a chance to use them, but I still want to look at them, so I just leave them here because they're pretty. Plus, this is my home planner, so it stays at home. I don't take it anywhere with me. And I basically put everything in here. And my pocket, I have all the extra stickers that I bought and ordered that go with this kit. So that way I can use them, you know, throughout the month. But there's that. And I just, these cute little clips came inside the kit this month. So I wanted to use those because they're so adorable. And then this acetate, I made it. I just used, what's really cool about Coco Daisy is that she offers free printables every month, whether you are a subscriber or not. So I just took a couple of the free printables and printed them out on acetate paper. And this is one of the papers. I think these were one of the dashboards. And then I just glued on like stickers, and I like to make my dividers or like dashboards double-sided. And this month my like focus was love, because it's the love month. So I put a lot of my kids pictures in here because there's no greater love than my love I have for my kids. So this is my son. Here's one of the, I think it was the like for the inserts, it was the divider for the inserts, and then I just put a piece of pattern paper on the back. And Simon. Oh, I loved this. I bought a couple months ago, I bought a Recollections A5 planner, and inside it was this insert, and this is so neat. I always use one of these like year at a glance, and it like folds out and it has each day of the month and all the months, so that you can keep like birthdays, or like I keep my paydays. I keep like different things that I want, like events that are happening like way in advance that I need to plan for. So I totally love that. And then I keep 3 top tabs. One is for the year, and I usually tuck it into my year yearly calendar, so that way I can find each one of them easily. So it's a year, a month, and it's a week. And then what I took this time, I used one of the personal dashboards. I usually sell the personal dashboards, but this time I thought it would be neat to use like some of the leftover paper in the back, and then keep them and just cut them down to fit, because they came to like right around here, so I just cut them down a little bit and used it as a divider. So I'm trying to use up everything I have, and I'm going to keep them instead of selling them. So I thought this made a really cute divider for my yearly tab. And then I just put like one of the smaller tabs on there and like glued some stickers, and then just put some die cuts on it. And then there's another picture of my kids, and I love the quotes, so I was trying to make like the quotes fit the picture. So it says, when someone else's happiness is your happiness, that is love. And of course, when my kids are happy, I'm happy. So I love my kids. Okay, and then I just put like a couple sheets of to-do for the month. I don't know if I'm gonna use these or take them out, but I know that I thought it might be cool to have like a brain dump section. I'm still not sure of how I'm gonna use these, but I thought I'll just insert a couple of them because they also came with the Recollections inserts into one of the planners that I bought. And then here brings me to my first divider, and that's for my my second divider actually, and this is for my month at a glance, and I just used the one that came with the kit, and I just clipped on one of those little clip toppers that come in the kit. And then the kit came with this really pretty heart acetate. I love it. So I just put it there. And then here I'm going to go ahead and put like monthly goals for February. I haven't got around to doing it yet. I've been so busy this month, but I really want to put these down right here at my month at a glance, like on the front of my monthly view. And then this is my monthly view month on 2 pages, and basically I just did like some stamping, some stickers, glued in some die cuts. I thought these are really cute. These I ordered from a Etsy shop called Billy Bell, I think. And it's really cool because she like orders Cocoa Daisy, so she also makes stickers that match the kit. And some of the stickers, she makes a lot of stickers that match each kit every month, and it's really cool because you could see they go so nicely with the kit. So I ordered some of these Bill Do stickers. And then also what I wanted to show you for my month at a glance is that these stickers also came in the kit, and they're like ring reinforcers, but I use them for my birthdays, like to remember that I have a birthday to celebrate that day. And so I thought that that was cute because I try to keep everything matching as best as I can, and I don't want to write in too much because look, it's already so full and it's like barely like the beginning of the month. So I definitely tried to utilize stickers and little symbols and things like that, so that way my month doesn't get too crazy busy looking. And I know this is like super busy, but for me it's not that busy yet. And then I also like to change my month at a glance to a Monday start. So at first I was gonna like erase that it said Sunday, and then I thought, oh, I could just stamp over it, and it doesn't really show up very like much, like you can hardly see. I don't know if you can see that, but I could hardly see it. And I just stamped over the days with a Monday start and then put my weekend together. And then another thing that was neat is I used the free printables to print out some of those flowers, and then I just like made a little like garden scene here with Simon picking the flowers. And then I also, this is the sticky notes that came in the kit. So I just wanted to show you how cute those are. And then I was doing like a garden theme, I guess. Like, I don't know, I just love flowers. So, and they came with it. It looks so cute. So I just like trickled some flowers down the side here. Since I don't really use this area for notes, like I use mostly either this side or the other side for like notes or whatever I need to. I thought this would be a good place to use some deco. And then what I did a little bit differently this month is I added a lot of glitter. And I got these from scrapbook.com, and they're called Stickles. They're really cute. They're not very expensive. I think they're like a couple bucks a piece. And it makes like glittering easy. You just like squeeze on a little bit and there you have it. Instant glam. They come in all different colors, so I wanted to share that with you guys. These are also little freebie printables, and then I printed up a whole bunch. What you could do, let me show you. And then that way I can have stickers on all different sizes. Super cute. And then on the back of here, I haven't really used this side very much, and I don't know if I'm gonna change the headers and do something different, since I already have a year at a glance over here and it's more room, because I use, like, we have a lot of birthdays. I have a really big family, and so it's a lot easier to keep track over here and not be writing it down every month. I could just transfer this thing onto my next planner each month. So I was thinking of maybe, like, since I'm gonna have some few birthdays coming up, I wanted to write like gift ideas, or maybe like a goal tracker to see how I'm doing. Like, instead of writing it each month, I could do like weekly updates. And then here's something that I did differently this month, is I added basically a section within my planner up at the front to keep track of and plan out my YouTube schedule. But you know, this little section doesn't have to be like for just YouTube. This can be for any social media or any second job, or even like any projects that you have. Like, you can put little tabs to number them, project 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then like you could just put like if you want to put the category up there instead, and then you can do like here what different projects, and then like when you have time, like say if you have like days off where you have time to work on that project, say like you could put like 1 hour on Tuesday at 5 to 6, or you know, if you have a day off, you could put that you want to do this project here, this project there. And then like on the back you can put like notes for the project, or things you might need, or how much you spent, you know. And then in here too, you could write like what days that you wanted to work on it and what you actually got done. And like some people only have like 15-minute intervals, like, you know, you can easily like, this would make it easier for you to like pick up where you left off. If you like, you know, like when you walk away from a project, or at least for me, when I walk away from the project, I kind of like forget where I'm at. So it takes me a couple minutes to jump back into where I was. So this way you can write down the last thing that you did. So that way you don't waste any time trying to go back and be like, okay, what was I doing? Like you can, oh yeah, okay, or you can write like your next step, you know, your last step, what steps you worked on here, and then like put for the next day or for your next pickup where you left off. So, you know, that's just an idea. And then because I like bigger sections for my weekends, I always use the second page instead of the down here. So, because I'm off on the weekends and I have more time to do things. And then the same thing with the daily pages. Like you could just, like what I do is I erase them. I totally like erase the titles and then put my own titles in. But you could do like stickers. You could do like, shoot, you could leave it there and you don't even have to like pay any attention to it. But I like to remember what my headers are, especially when I'm doing something that I'm not like, isn't a habit yet, that I haven't really gotten used to doing. I like to remind myself, do this, do that. And then like on the back of the daily pages, you could put like calls that you need to make for that specific project, or like people that you need to get in contact with. Like say if you're doing some house renovations, you could put like the number of the contractor and what you spoke to them about, or what was the outcome of your phone call with them. Like say if they said, oh, well, we can't come this day, but they're thinking of coming this day, you could put that down, you know, and then like write any notes of what they said they needed. Like say if they want you to pick up a part, or if you want to leave notes to talk to them about, like if you need to ask them questions but they weren't available, so you don't want to forget, you know, what you were going to ask them about, you could just write down your questions here, so that way when you do call them, you can have your list of questions already ready for you. So those are just some ideas, you know, of this little section. And then here comes to like the main guts of my planner. And I like to do 5 side tabs, for one for each week. So this would be week 1 of February, week 2, week 3, and so forth. And then I just like decorate the little dividers, and I usually put them again double-sided, so that way they're extra thick. And then I just added some cute things from the kit that I really liked. And then here's another idea of something that that I did a little differently this month is, this was one of the journaling cards, but it was so pretty, like I didn't want to mess it up. So what I did was I got these little, like, I'm sure that you've seen them. I got mine at Target, but you can get them like at any like store really. And they're basically like tabs with sticky on them. They're little plastic tabs. And then this clear part has sticky on it. So then what you do is you stick them to whatever you want and then punch the holes. That way you can leave it in your planner. And then I just like put some washi tape to match it, to match the kit, and then punch the holes in that way. And then that way you don't like mess up your pretty artwork or your little envelope. Like if you want to put an envelope in here, or if you want to put like a picture and you don't want to punch it, then you can easily just add these little things and then insert it into your planner. And this time I just wanted to keep a little note. One of the girls in the the Cocoa Daisy Facebook group, she did something really sweet. She did me a rack, and I thought it was really cute. And then she left like a little note, and I didn't want to punch holes in my note. That's why I made this little card. And then I just washi taped the note to the back of this card, so that way I can have it in my planner as a memory. And then this is the beginning of the week on 2 pages. And I'm sure if you have seen my videos before, you know how I use my week on 2 pages. But if you haven't, then I'll give you a little quick rundown. They're basically my budget or financial tracking. And then I can do like a video, a more in-depth video on how I do my financial tracking for with using these inserts. But this is something different that I wanted to show you guys that I'm doing this month, and I thought it was really neat because each month, since this is my financial tracking, I'll end up with like receipts or invoices or things that, you know, papers that I need to keep. And so I was finding that they were just like stuck in there and paper clipped in there. So I made like this little pocket so that way I could stick my receipts in there. And then I just secured it with a paper clip, but at least that way it's kind of cute and it stays out of the way and it's tucked in. So that way, like when I'm going through my month, it doesn't like fall out if I'm moving my planner. Like I don't really take it anywhere to go, but I do move it from like here on my desk or to the side, or like I move it around, and a lot of times like my receipts would fall out. So now they're tucked nice and safe in there. And then I did it here too, just to show something different, like on the inside, so that way it doesn't fall out. I was thinking of ways like for it not to fall out and they'd be like secure in there. So again, these are little pieces of the free printables, and then I just printed them out and then cut along the flower because I didn't want it to be like a whole big thing, because I still want to be able to see, you know, what I'm working on. So I just made like a little tip in, kind of like just the little tip of the corner of the insert, and then I just stuck it with some washi tape along the edge here. See? And that way I can have like a little pocket to stick things in and keep it safe. And then one more thing I wanted to show you guys that I did too. I made this little like envelope out of the extra paper that I had from the Cocoa Daisy kit. And I wanted to show you how I did it. So all I did was I took an envelope and carefully opened it. And if you are worried that you're gonna rip it, because this envelope was pretty thin, and you need to make sure that the size that you're using is gonna fit into your planner. So I got this little envelope that I got from like a card at the Dollar Tree. And then I thought, oh, okay, this is perfect. And then you also want to make sure that if you're going to punch into the envelope, that your stickers are like able to fit, even though like they're punched. So, you know, you had to consider room for that. So what I did was I basically took the envelope apart and I used this undo. So if you guys don't have this, oh my gosh, this is planner magic, seriously. Especially if you're doing any kind of stickers. This totally removes any kind of stick of anywhere. So I basically just like put a little bit of undo and then opened the envelope up so that way I could have like a template. And what I wanted to show you is it would be perfect if you have like those, like if you order the memory keeping kit, the 12 by 12 cardstock from Cocoa Daisy that's like double-sided. If you order that, that's perfect. That's all you need, because you can totally put this on there and then just cut it out, you know, cut out the way it is. But I wanted to show you that you actually don't need that. If you have the, if you only get the planner kit, and that's what I did here, I only used the planner paper so that I could show you that it's still possible. So what I did was I took one of the planner cardstocks, and I'll use a regular insert to show you because they're around the same, I think. Let's pull one from right here. Okay, let's just use this one. Okay, so this is how the papers come. And if you'll notice, it's a little bit shorter. And for me, I wasn't going to use the flap to close it, so I didn't have to worry about that part. But you can totally, like, you can add like a little button for deco. That would be cute. But I wasn't going to use this part, so I didn't have to worry about that. So all I did was lay this down on top of the paper. And then I put it a little bit up so you could see mine is not as tall as the paper in the back. So then I just traced it. And then once I had that, I cut it out and then used the extra edges on the edge here. See, you're gonna have this little extra. So I just took that to the end right here, and all I did was flip the envelope template over and mark the edges where I was, where it ran off, where it was extra that I needed that piece. So I marked it and then took this piece, took the extra pieces. If you can picture this, I know it's kind of hard. I should do a video on it. If this is like totally confusing to you and you want me to do a video on how to make this, please leave it in the comments below so that way I could show you how I did it, if it's a lot easier for you. But if you can get the concept, I just used this little edge part on the extra pieces that I had and then lined them up, and then made little lines and cut out those. And then I laid once I had it cut out, I laid those down with these extra little pieces on the ends under here. And then I just washi taped them to the end, see? And you can hardly tell, but it's like, it's washi taped right there with the little extra flap. See? On both ends. So that way I had the perfect template for this envelope. And then once I had them washi taped in, all you have to do is close it up glue it down or washi it down if you prefer. And there you have your little pocket. You just line it up with one of your inserts, draw little holes and make punches, and you have a little envelope to keep all of your stuff that you need in there when I need them, right there and ready to go at hand. And there I have everything ready, and when I'm writing things down, I could just pull out this. I always cut little slits into my holes so that I don't ever have to open my rings. I can just pop out the inserts because I like to write on a flat surface, not on my planner, even though it lays pretty flat and I can easily do that with the A5. And then on the back, I tip in the week on one page to my week on two pages right here. So then after I have my weekly, I also used another I used them here for meal planning. So I could just write down my meal plan and then a grocery list on the back. And then here are my daily pages. And I like, I know that one of the girls in the Facebook group mentioned that these pages can be used like this would be one day. So, you know, your whole day is all together. But I like my pages to stand alone because I divide them like into weeks. Like I plan chronologically. So this would be the first week of February and the second week and the third week. And so I can't have my days running together. And then this brings us to divider number 2. And this month I was really into these stickles, the glitter everywhere. So I put glitter everywhere. And again, it starts with the same thing. Each week has a little pocket on it to keep my receipts. And then the stickers that I got from Billy Bell, they're for bill due, so I just put the phone and how much I had to pay, and I put a little phone sticky there. And another dashboard that I used for a divider for this week. Here's another one of those transparencies that I made from the free printable. I think they're so cute that they go both ways. Like, so you could, like, it looks like he's facing you this way, and it looks like he's facing you this way, and it's so cute. And then the kit came with these cute little puffy stickers. So, I mean, puffy sticker paperclip toppers. Oh, that was a tongue twister. And you can make your own. It comes with the paper clips and it comes with the little stickers, and you just stick them on there. They're so cute. And then I made a shaker card, a shaker bookmark this month. And I just basically cut some of the paper that came in the memory keeping kit, added a couple die cuts. And this, I wanted to make it like if we're looking through the heart with them inside. So all I did was cut little slits into the paper and then stick the die cut in there and then glue it down on the back side, and then glue them down to the front part of it so that their legs are glued to this part on the back, and then their front is glued to this part so that they don't move around. And then I have the fuse tool so that I could just make the shakers like that, but I'm planning to do a video on how I do shaker card using the my laminator, so that way if you don't have a fuse tool you can easily use the laminator. And then at the end of each month or week, sorry, I made this weekly review, another divider, and I always like to put a paper clip on there so I can find it too. And all I did was make another free printable that was included with the kit, and I just first I printed the printable, and then I typed this in my computer, and then I ran it through again so that my notes came inside the little, because it's like a photo, it looks like a little Polaroid photo frame. and I wanted my weekly review to be inside of the frame, so I basically just typed that up and then put it on the free printable, like ran it through until it fit perfectly in line so it doesn't cover up the picture. And this is just like a list of things that I want to remember to do at the end of each week. For this whole year, I'm trying to work really hard on sticking with my New Year's resolutions, like that I set for myself in January. So I like made a little action plan of how I'm going to follow through with my goals, and I like to add those new tasks to my daily pages so that way every morning I could see, oh yeah, I have to do this for my goals. I have to do this for my goals today, you know, so. And then clean out my planner because like throughout the week it gets so like chunky. Like since this is the past week, I can go ahead and take these receipts out now and then file them so it's not too bulky. Or any, like, if I've used a whole sheet of stickers, I can go ahead and toss that away. Just like a little quick cleanup. So that way my planner doesn't get all, because a lot of times I like stuff in there as I'm going about. So that's my weekly review. And then that brings us to divider number 3. More of my favorites. You're in my phone favorites, these little guys. My kids. Another transparency that I printed using one of the printables, the free printables. Week on one page. And see, I didn't, I like these, this colors are like so beautiful to me. I love the like pinks and the pretty like corals and the flowers. So I added some heart, like kind of like pastel-y colors so that way they don't distract from me writing. I can just write. So that's week 3. Week 4, set up the same way. Got a little stamp in there. Haven't really done much with those weeks yet. I like to keep 2, even 3 sometimes, of these like real thick acetate dividers that I got from the Recollections planner, because I don't like these when my papers get stuck underneath the rings and then they bend up, because these, I'm gonna save these. I save and archive all my planner inserts and I don't want them messed up or bent. So I usually put like a really thick ones at the back. And plus, here's where I keep like extra paper clips and pretties. I think it just looks cute in the background there. And then here is some bills that I have to pay and my little notepad, an extra divider. And then this month I went ahead and jumped down the rabbit hole and ordered a pen gem. And I thought this pen gem matches so perfectly with this month's kit. Isn't that pretty? So there you go. That is my planner setup, my A5 at-home planner. I hope that you liked it, and I hope that I was able to share some new ideas with you guys that you hadn't thought of. Please like leave a comment and let me know if you guys have ideas or ways you differently than use, you know, your inserts. Let's share ideas.